All right, the big story is the COA has recommended provisional suspension of Hardik Pandya and Rahul. The duo are likely to be called back from the tour of Australia and miss the three-match ODI series. The players will also face an inquiry committee following which the quantum of punishment will be decided. The committee will have a time period of 15 days to decide on the punishment, which will be in line with the BCCI constitution and players' contracts. Rahul Rawat joins us for more on this. Rahul, so Hardik Pandya and Rahul now facing the heat of the BCCI. But what is the latest that you're hearing? Will they be called back and when will this happen?
Well, that's right. In fact, Dinah Aduji, who is the member of Committee of Administrators, which was appointed by the Supreme Court, she has recommended that the players should be called back immediately from the tour of Australia, and the team management will soon be informed about the decision, and both of them will be put under provisional suspension. The BCCI secretary has also endorsed Dinah Aduji's decision. The treasurer Anirudh Chaudhary has also seconded that decision, and in fact yesterday Vinod Rai, the chairman of the Committee of Administrators, had recommended a two-match suspension, following which Dinah Aduji had suggested that there's a larger picture to it. In fact, a lot of issues need to be addressed because they were openly going around. Rahul was discussing that how he missed out, how he was partying a night before before an important match in Florida last year, where he scored a century, and then the remarks, the sexist remarks, the racist remarks that Hardik Pandya made during that talk show. So obviously BCCI is very unhappy, and both the players, as of now it seems, will be called back. They are definitely not playing the match tomorrow, because Virat has also in his pre-match press conference has said that he has also discussed that Hardik Pandya, if he's not there, Ravindra Jadeja is a very good option as an all-rounder to replace Hardik Pandya. So obviously nobody, neither the BCCI nor the team management, is happy with the comments, with the remarks that these two players have made during that talk show.
Rahul, tell me something. In your experience, is this an unprecedented move? Are you seeing a more, sensitive and cautious BCCI acting on the kind of complaints and criticism that has come for Hardik Pandya for those remarks that he made on the talk show? Now, remember, even the BCCI was in the midst of the Me Too movement. There were serious accusations against the CEO. So, are you seeing a change in the BCCI as well, as far as this particular incident is concerned?
Well, Avantika, people who've been following cricket, they would know, in fact, these type of things have, we keep hearing these kind of things, but never ever has somebody openly, come out or admitted, and that too in a manner in which Hardik Pandya did during that talk show, that what they have been doing, how they've been mishandling, how they've been going around, and, the way he has said and made these sexist remarks. In fact, when he says that I come from that, I belong to that black culture, and talking about cheerleaders, a lot of these things have definitely not gone down well. There are a few issues. We recently had the issue of Mohammad Shami, who in fact from a tour abroad, he did not come back to India. He went to Dubai, following which there was an inquiry made. So obviously there are issues as far as the anti-corruption unit is concerned, because if you can't keep a track of the players during a tour, the BCCI says that they become vulnerable to bookies, they become vulnerable to honey traps, and these are the kind of issues that the BCCI wants to address, because there's a larger picture to it that they want to address, and that is the reason why these two-match suspension. You may not see a very huge ban on these players, because they've already gone through a lot of humiliation with the kind of uproar there is in the social media. But yes, you may not see a huge ban, but definitely there is a larger picture to it which needs to be addressed by the BCCI after going through the legal opinion.
All right. Stay on with me, Rahul. Nikhil Chopra, former cricketer, also joins us. Nikhil, so this is the big news coming in. The CEO is recommending immediate suspension. Both the players facing the heat of the BCCI. Your thoughts on the entire episode and you know, the proactiveness that has been shown by the cricketing body towards the kind of criticism that has come in for these two players?
Avantika, to be very honest, I'm a little happy to say that, you know, BCCI is being so proactive. Looking at the sport as a gentleman's sport, like we all know it is.
Yes.
I mean, it's a little surprising for KL and as well as Hardik Pandya to come up with the statements that they did in that chat show they had. You know, I thought that, you know, now that you've become a public figure, you've got to be very careful what you speak in these public forums, because A, your role models, where youngsters follow you. You know, it's all very nice to hear, okay, I'm a cool guy, this and that, you know. But at the end of the day, you're ambassadors of the game, you're ambassadors of the country when you're representing the Indian cricket team.
Right.
We don't want to show that, you know, this is the kind of upbringing that an Indian... I know that, you know, with these sort of characters, that it's not that you want to paint the guys with the same sort of brush. But at the end of the day, you've got to be a little more responsible in the statements you go out in these public forums, because you want to inspire the young kids. Every statement that comes out as an international athlete, you know, and you made a name for yourself, you should be thankful to God.
That's true.
Every statement has got to be like an inspiring statement for the youngsters. I think looking at that whole chat show, I hadn't watched that show, but after all this happened, I sat and watched that show. I was a little shocked to hear the kind of statements that were given by both of them.
No, it was indeed very shocking and astonishing to hear him and his loose remarks. But tell me something now. We've already heard from Virat Kohli. He's distanced himself from those controversial comments. He's saying that they do not reflect the team in any way. But if at all the ban is executed against both of them, what kind of an impact would it have ahead of India playing those 3 one-days against Australia?
To be honest, nothing on the side, because, you know, the way we've played cricket in the recent past has been phenomenal. I think you guys winning a test series down under, most certainly it's been thunder down under from the Indian side to the Australians. You know, this is a team that has never, you know, been able to do it in the past for any Indian side. For Virat Kohli and the rest of the guys to go out there and achieve beating Australia in their own backyard has been phenomenal. And looking at KL-Rahul's form, to be honest, Avantika, you know, the first 3 games he's played, he hasn't done much. He was asked to sit out the last game. And Hardik, you know, has been out of injury. So the team's been doing well without these 2 guys.
Okay.
So it's not like they're match winners and Virat Kohli or the rest of the team is going to miss them big time. I'm saying, even, God forbid, Avantika, if you lose the series, but this is the right sort of example that the Indian Cricket Board is setting.
That's true.
That certain things has got to be higher than just about winning or losing.
Absolutely. Nikhil, thanks for joining us, and always a pleasure to speak to you. Hardik Pandya facing a minimum 2-match ban for making those derogatory comments on TV show Karan, Koffee with Karan. In fact, the all-rounder was issued a show-cause notice by the Committee of Administrators, and now the Cricket Board wants a severe punishment against him. COA, in fact, has already recommended a 2-match ban. However, the board is still of the opinion that both Hardik and KL-Rahul should be suspended with immediate effect. Shifting focus now to some other news. The Delhi High Court will shortly pronounce verdict on pleas of CBI Special Director Rakesh Asthana and the others who are seeking the quashing of the FIR that was filed against them on bribery allegations. On the 20th of December, the court reserved its order on petitions filed by Asthana and CBI Deputy Superintendent of Police Devendra Kumar. Asthana is accused of receiving kickbacks and extorting money from Hyderabad-based businessman Satish Babu Sana, who was being investigated in the Moin Qureshi corruption case. Qureshi is an accused in multiple graft cases. Rakesh Asthana has also filed a petition against the transfer orders given by former CBI Director Alok Verma, who has been shunted out by the high-powered committee.
In view of the recent developments that Mr. Verma himself has been removed on the grounds of integrity by the high-powered committee, it is obvious that the FIR which was lodged was not for bona fide reasons, but was with some ulterior motives. So I hope Mr. Asthana will get his relief today.
Let's go straight across now to Munish for more details and updates. And so much has happened, Munish. Alok Verma is no longer the CBI director. In fact, he's been shunted down. And interestingly, the CVC in its probe report had said that they found no merit in the allegations of corruption levelled against Asthana.
Yeah, well, it is going to be very crucial for Rakesh Asthana because now Alok Verma is no more CBI director, and technically Rakesh Asthana is the second most senior official in the Central Bureau of Investigation. He is still the special director who is on forced leave by the government. And this hearing is going to be very important because once the FIR is forged, then there is no official complaint or probe against Rakesh Asthana. Also in the CVC, the allegations and recommendation to initiate a criminal investigation is against Alok Verma but not against Rakesh Asthana. So all the eyes are on the High Court today, and the judgment and the order is expected very shortly. Back to you.
All right, Manish, and we'll come back to you then. For now, thanks so much for joining us. And just a day after he was shunted out as the CBI director by the high-powered selection committee, Alok Verma has hit back. He claims he has been transferred on false, unsubstantiated and frivolous allegations made by a person who was hostile to him. He's making a reference there to Rakesh Asthana. Verma also said that he tried to uphold the integrity of the CBI while attempts were being made to destroy it. The high-powered committee consisting of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Justice Sikri voted in favour of Alok Verma's removal, while Leader of Opposition Mallikarjun Kharge opposed it, submitting a dissenting note. What actually went wrong against Alok Verma was the CVC report, in which the Cabinet Secretary had recommended his immediate removal. The report also mentions the allegation against Alok Verma of taking a 2 crore bribe from Satish Sana in the Moin Qureshi case. Alok Verma has now been posted as Director General, Fire and Services for the remaining period of his present term. Meanwhile, M. Nageshwar Rao has assumed the charge of office of CBI Director. Former Attorney General Mukul Rohatgi, in fact, has reacted and slammed the sacked CBI chief, saying that his comments are not in good taste. Listen in.
Two of them have taken a call after seeing the papers, that is the CVC report. It's not fair for Verma to say that the decision is, bad or malafide, etc. As far as Mr. Kharge is concerned, I don't know what decision, why he has taken that decision. But the fact of the matter is, it's a multi-member body, it's 3 people. So the decision is 2:1, and that's all.
The Congress, meanwhile, is crying conspiracy. Rahul Gandhi even attacked the Prime Minister over the recent sacking of CBI Chief Alok Verma, saying fear gripped the Prime Minister and therefore he cannot sleep. Rahul Gandhi also put out the tweet that you're seeing on your screens. He says, and I quote, "Sacking the CBI Chief Alok Verma twice in a row clearly shows that he is now a prisoner of his own lies." The Congress party gave Rafale twist to Alok Verma's ouster, questioning the working mechanism of the CVC and alleging it might be working at the behest of the Prime Minister's office. In fact, the Congress has said Alok Verma was shunted out because the Prime Minister is too afraid of an independent probe.
Why is Rahul Gandhi lying? How many times will he lie? I think he's lying, and his entire, if you add up the number of lies that Rahul Gandhi has spoken in the last 3 months, I think that would be the total number of lies given by any Congress leader in the last 70 years. Rahul cannot conduct his politics on lies. We will expose him daily on a continuous basis.
We have reached a sad state where our investigating agencies are being controlled, whether it's the NIA or the CBI or the ED or the income tax authorities are being controlled and directed in order to attack particular people who want to act independently, and also directed at our opposition leaders.
This is most astonishing and condemnable. Within 48 hours of his reinstatement by the Supreme Court, at Prime Minister's instance, this committee that is there to appoint the CBI director, overriding a dissent and not giving a chance to Mr. Alok Verma to come and defend himself over what the CVC said. This action clearly shows that this Modi government wants to control the CBI as a pliant tool to advance its political and electoral interests.
It has placed CBI in an unprecedented crisis, and the credibility, the integrity of CBI very much affected and shattered, and I do not know how the country is going to restore the integrity, the credibility of CBI.
In some other news, ahead of the big national elections, a new South bloc is in the making. YSR Congress Party Chief Jagan Mohan Reddy dropped a big hint ahead of the Lok Sabha polls. He is open to an alliance with TRS Chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao. While speaking to India Today, Reddy said that he is ready to go along with KCR's Federal Front, launching a fresh salvo against Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. Reddy even showered praise on AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi, who has extended his support to YSRCP in the coming state elections.
KCRG, most importantly, is not even from our state. Yet he came forward and he said, in front of the media, he said he will support special category status demand of Andhra Pradesh, and if need be, he will also write a letter to the Prime Minister. So that kind of gesture from somebody who's not even from our state, from KCR Garu, is something what is worth appreciable. So to our 25 MPs, if 17 MPs from Telangana, KCR Garu also are added, then we become a much bigger force. We become a 42 MP force who is demanding special category status. So anybody who is wanting to become the Prime Minister, there will be a lot of pressure on him to consider our 42 MPs support.
About Asaduddin Owaisi, he is coming here. He has announced already that he'll campaign for YSRCP in Andhra Pradesh. He is very much willing to come here. You will ask him to campaign for your party. You will share dais with Asaduddin Owaisi.
Why not? Definitely. Asad is a very good friend of mine, and definitely, if he is wanting to come and share dais with me, support our party, I would say I'd be more than honored to have him beside.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.